Welcome back to Cumputer. On today's video, we'd like to discuss internet computer, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming days and hours. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up down below. And even more important, if you have watched previous videos or if you are enjoying this content right now, do not forget to give me a big thumbs up down below. It will be highly appreciated and you will be supporting the channel by doing so. So thank you very much already. Let's get started on internet computing on the 4-hourly time frame. Well, what you can clearly see right now is actually something quite important to me so far, especially because what you can see is that we clearly did see a breakout occur above this major descending resistance. We did actually experience major touch points underneath this descending resistance before we were able to break out above it and see major momentum towards the upside getting started. What is actually important to me right now is that we have been creating the very first higher low in quite a while. Therefore, I'm expecting more momentum towards the upside. And this is something I think is absolutely good to know, especially after a long period of decline in price action. We are right now experiencing momentum towards the upside. So that is for sure something that I think is absolutely important. And what else is actually good to know? Well, right now, if we zoom in a little bit closer, we are not only experiencing this higher low structure, but we are as well seeing a support being found on top of this descending support zone. So therefore, if we do right now see a further decline in price action, I'm actually convinced are going to see a stronghold getting created on top of this descending resistance before seeing momentum further towards the upside. Well, this being said, I would like to enable right away the EMA ribbon on the 4-hourly time frame. What you can see here is that we did actually experience momentum towards the upside priorly. We found support on top of the EMA ribbon, and after, once we reached the 0.236 Fibonacci level at $29.99, we actually got rejected and we went all the way down, breaking down below the EMA ribbon and right now experiencing resistance underneath it. So for sure, right now is a crucial moment for the price action of internet computer, and we could perhaps get rejected underneath the EMA ribbon and see a further decline, finding support on top of this descending support. But of course, it's also possible that we are going to continue seeing momentum towards the upside and an increase in price action, and therefore as well retesting once more the $29 range where we priorly got rejected. So that is absolutely important. On the daily time frame, what you can see is that actually we retested as well the EMA ribbon as a level of resistance above us. Therefore, it is actually very logical that we got rejected once we retested the $29 range, especially because the EMA ribbon is as well serving as a level of resistance above us. And what we would like to see eventually is actually right now, especially because we have seen this higher low getting created, is a continuation of this momentum towards the upside and as well a breakout occur above the EMA ribbon to see even further continuation within the upcoming weeks. What is important to see right now if we head towards the 4-hourly time frame is that we could place as well a curve trend line. What could actually show us what the possible scenario could be right now after we broke out above this descending resistance and what expectations might be for the upcoming short term. By placing this arc, you can clearly see that if we would like to see further continuation of this momentum towards the upside, we would like to stay on top of this arc trend line and eventually see a breakout occur above the $29.30, hold strong, and further continuation towards the upside afterwards taking place. So for sure, where we are currently trading at is absolutely important to take into consideration. Right now, what I would like to discuss during this video are actually the MACD and the RSI on the 4-hourly and daily time frame. If we head towards the MACD, what you can see is that we already experienced momentum towards the downside for quite a while. Therefore, we are right now experiencing a crossover of momentum towards the upside, and this could lead to major momentum towards the upside as we have seen priorly. And this is actually exactly what we need to see right now on internet computer's price action, especially because we would like to see, as I explained priorly, a breakout occur above the $29 to see further continuation above towards the upside. And especially the MACD is clearly showing us that we are going to experience momentum towards the upside during the upcoming hours. On the daily time frame, we already experienced momentum towards the upside, but what I think is quite good to know is that we already saw a decline in momentum, and therefore if we right now are going to see even more momentum towards the upside getting created, it is actually high likely that we are going to see a continuation of this momentum towards the upside. But during this video, we have to take into consideration that if we do not hold strong where we are currently trading at and see further continuation towards the $29 range, it is actually likely that we're going to see a further decline. And if we eventually see a further decline heading once more towards the $21 range, it is good to know that if we do hold strong on top of this level or break down below it, we will eventually see as well a crossover on the daily time frame and negative momentum getting started, declining even more in price action. Exactly something that we do not want to see right now. So I personally think that the stakes are quite high right now for Internet Computer to break above the $29 range and start seeing that exponential growth towards the upside getting created once we break out above the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame as well. Absolutely a major level of resistance above us that we would like to see a breakout occur above. Lastly, during this video, I would like to discuss the RSI, and what I think is quite important on the daily time frame is that we still have plenty of space to see further growth towards the upside before breaking out above the dotted line on the upper part, and expect a reversal taking place. So right now on the RSI, it does actually look incredibly well. And what I must admit is that there are no bullish nor bearish divergences so far. So further continuation towards the upside is actually highly likely to occur, and is possible as well if we take the RSI into consideration on the daily time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, what is actually important to know is that if we zoom in a bit closer, we are not seeing any type of bullish nor bearish divergences. But what is important to see on the RSI is that we are breaking out above the moving average, and therefore we could see further continuation of momentum towards the upside. And even more important, we are trading below the 50 range on the RSI, and this is actually showing us that further continuation is highly likely to occur, especially because we are as well seeing a crossover of momentum towards the upside taking place on the 4-hourly time frame MACD, and this is actually showing us that we could expect more momentum towards the upside taking place. So a small recap of this video, what is actually quite important is that we are seeing clearly a trend reversal taking place. We are for the very first time experiencing momentum towards the upside and retesting the EMA ribbon as a level of resistance above us on the daily time frame. And if we do break out above the $29 range and hold strong on top of it, it is highly likely that we are going to see further continuation of momentum towards the upside. Otherwise, if we do actually break down right now further down below the $23.77, it is likely that we're going to retest once more the $21 range. And what we would like to see is a stronghold being found if we see this further decline. Otherwise, it is inevitable that if we break below this range, even further decline in price action is actually likely to occur. So for me personally, this is a moment to monitor Internet Computer very closely and see if it will be able to break out above the $30 range, find support on top of it, and continue with growth towards the upside. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the content, do not forget to give me a big thumbs up down below. It will be highly appreciated, and as well, have a nice day.